Australians have always had a special affinity with the bush. For the folks who make their lives far from our big cities, the men and women who spend their days caring for cattle and country. These are their stories.
My name is Madden. I'm from Smithfield Feedlot. I'm married to Don and we have 3 beautiful children, James, Annabelle and Ned.
We're in the middle of the July school holidays, so quite often a lot of our staff with families will take time off. So I've got my son James, who's home on holidays, unloading a road train of oat and hay for us that's come in. So when that truck comes back, because you'll probably have those 8x4s on top again. I've taught him to drive this machine for quite a few years now. It's quite a safe machine. There's a lot of safety features. I feel very secure with him in it. There is no actual ticketing on this machine anymore. So we assess all our operators, whether they're 15 years old or 55 years old, on their actual competency to handle that machine well. You know, weekends, it'd be great if everything was quiet, but everything rolls on the same as any other day of the week.
And today, Don and the family have another commitment. They're sponsoring a race at the Wandai Country Race Meeting.
We've got the race on at about 2:50, so I've got to race around today and make sure everything's right and the cattle are right and the staff are right. And then I will jump in the car with my family and we'll tear into the Wandai races and try and make it in time. Yeah, it's a tight schedule, but we'll get it done.
When the bales, if they get too much moisture in them, they actually spontaneously combust. Got to cover them to prevent that.
Up at the mill, there's been an unexpected hiccup for Don. It needs his urgent attention. One of the feed trucks has broken down.
I've had a truck breakdown. I've got to recalibrate these scales, so I've got to guess the load. So I'm the only one who knows it well enough to be able to do it. So yeah, I'll be pretty busy. I've got to get this done and still try and make it in.
If there's a breakdown, it needs to be fixed relatively quickly because these cattle, they know when they're going to be fed, and if they're not fed when they're supposed to be fed, it disrupts their patterns, so you have to find alternatives to feed the cattle on time.
Having James on hand is turning out to be invaluable today. James can deliver some feed so Don can see how the truck repair is going.
Well, James knows what to do, so I just tell him what pens and away he'll go, so he's pretty right there.
It looks like a bearing has collapsed in the feed truck.
Just split the chain, mate. Put another chain. It's not worth you mucking around. You're going to bust your knuckles open on that.
Don has a spare truck, so feeding can continue as normal, but he needs this truck repaired as soon as possible.
So these guys were doing general maintenance, environmental work around the feedlot. I have a broken down truck. Whatever they're doing, they stop it, they'll come and fix the truck. I want to get my spare truck back in case something else happens. So always I have those contingencies up my sleeve for these sort of breakdowns. We can deal with it, but the cattle aren't supposed to know about it. So their feed will be delivered on time in the same way every day without fail.
With everything under control at the feedlot, Don and James race to get home, where Barb and the other kids are getting ready.
Yep. Here comes Dad. Right, we're ready to go.
With all the children home on school holidays, the opportunity to go out together and have some fun is very special.
The races are just fun. You know, you get dressed up and there's nice food, nice drinks. It just gives you that release of everything's okay and let's go and just have a fun for the afternoon, regardless of the weather or what's happening in the community or, you know, more broadly. It's just a nice place to go.
Look, it's absolutely huge. We've been through 2 horrific floods and then we've had 12 months of drought. But it's a chance for farmers and landowners to get out here and chew the fat and talk to each other, and that's a really good thing for people to be able to do that.
And it's great to see the young ones coming out now. There's a lot of them come and have a great day. It's a family day and it's good.
So, judges, are you ready? Can we move on? Okay. I did ask if the jacket was a dead cat, but no, she assured me it was nowhere.
At the line the first time, this was 6. Ever right on the outside.
It's been a wonderful family afternoon, but their commitments at the feedlot are never far from their minds.
We'll get up tomorrow morning and we'll do the same thing as we do every day, because that's what it's all about. It's all about the cattle, and those fantastic animals allow us to do all the things we like to do in life, but we owe it all to them, so that's what we got to do every day.
The new morning brings more chilly conditions, but James is there to help and to learn.
Well, there's only one word for the temperature this morning, and that's cold.
We couldn't find much frost this morning because I don't think there's any moisture left to frost at the moment, so it's just cold.
Well, James has been called in to help me this morning so that he'll just keep cattle moving up to me. We'll be drafting through a head bale here over a set of scales. He's
Learned a little bit of yard work over the years. The more confident he gets around the cattle, the more relaxed the cattle are with him. So it's a learning from the animals and moving forward from there.
It's good to get a break and come and just work with the cattle, do some gates and do all that stuff, so it's good, yeah.
Whilst James is over here and he's outside and physically active, Annabelle is a little bit more of a quiet observer.
Hello, Smithfield Feedlot, Annabelle speaking.
She'll work in the office with me, so she sort of sees the administrative side of things.
Well, I'm more of an indoors person, so I help out at the office. So I weigh off trucks, I do filing, I help out with stock. Here's your mail, Mum. And I can help Mum there, while James is more the outdoorsy person and he drives the loaders for Dad. Hi, Grandad. Here's some mail for you.
Well, thank you.
Grandad couldn't be a better granddad. We've seen him nearly every day these holidays, and it's really great to be around him again.
Well, check this feed here.
Granddad's a huge part of my life. My granddad's very close to me and he's very close to all of our family. If I'm working with him in a different part that I haven't really done before, he'll always tell me what's going on, show me the ropes, and I'll learn it all off him. So it's a big part of not only teaching me but everyone else in the feedlot and making sure they all do their job properly as well.
Yeah, look at that. Just add milk and you'd have muesli.
School holidays are something I really look forward to because it's an opportunity for us all to be together in our own home, where we all belong.
I love this place. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, but I especially love that we have the feedlot. And going to boarding school, you know about the country and you know about the city, so you really get the best of both worlds.
Oh, look, I still marvel at the fact that they're not my babies anymore. James is way taller than me and Annabelle's wearing all of my clothes. It's just extra special when I do see them.
This place is it's a massive part of me. Without the feedlot and home, I wouldn't know where I would be. It's good to come back and have this sense of home, and it's a place that I can call home, and I'll always treasure where I come from here. So.